Hey guys, Mr. Lindhe here, and we're going to talk about equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are a way to show a fraction the same way, but with different numbers. And there's a special trick to do this, but first off, let's talk about equivalent. Equivalent is another word for saying equal. And all we're talking about is making equal fractions. So in this video, I'm going to do some quick examples, and we're going to move on to how to do it. So first thing I want you to remember during this is it's called Lindhe's Law. I call it Lindhe's Law. It's just something I hope that you guys don't forget. But in Lindhe's Law, what I want you to remember is whatever you do to the denominator, whatever you do to the denominator, you have to do to the numerator. Now you'll hear me say this. You'll also hear me say, whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. That is the exact same thing. Lindhe's Law is going to help you go through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a very simple example, and we're going to find equivalence to 1/2. That means show me other fractions that equal 1/2. And I know a lot of you are just going to spout them out and you're going to know them, but I'm going to show you how to do them with multiplication. So the easiest way that I do it is to multiply by whatever I do to the bottom. So I multiply the bottom by 2. I have to do the numerator. So whatever I do to the denominator, I have to do the numerator. And now my new answer would be 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. So 2/4 is equal to 1/2. You guys would know that. I can also start off with 1/2, and I can multiply the denominator by 3, which means I have to multiply the numerator by 3. So the bottom would be 6, the top would be 3. You guys know that 3/6 equals 1/2. So as you can see, I can pick any number that I want. Let's pick a 9. I can pick 9 here if I want. 2 times 9 equals 18, and 1 times 9 equals 9. So 9/18 is equal to 1/2. Same thing there. Moving on, I want to show you one with a different fraction. We have, we'll say 3/7, and I'm going to do it a couple different ways here. So I'm going to write them in 3/7, 3/7, 3/7. So we got times 2 here and times 2 here, the easiest way to go. So you have 14 and 6/14 is an equivalent. Down here, I'm going to go times 3 and times 3. So I have 21, 9/21. And then down here, I always like to do 5s. Times 5 times 5. So we have 35 on the bottom and 15 on the top. Now, we're not done there. If you want to do extra ones, you can take the 6/14 and multiply by 2 in the top by 2, and you have 28 and 12. Now, if you go down here, I can multiply these. If I want to just start here, look, I can multiply these ones by 2 as well. So I have 42 right here and 18 right here. Or I always like to call it the smart aleck way. You can multiply it by 10 and by 10, and you'd get 30/70. Or you can multiply it by 100. You get 300/700. And you can continue just adding it by 1,000 or by 10,000 or even up to 1,000,000. So big thing to remember is whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. Okay, good luck guys. See you tomorrow.